From the McCarthy Athletic Center in Spokane, Washington, this is TarHeelIllustrated.com. I'm THI publisher Andrew Jones, and earlier tonight, the Tar Heels lost at Gonzaga, and the number 2 ranked Gonzaga Bulldogs, 94-81. It's UNC's 4th straight loss, the first time that's happened since 2010, which incidentally was a team that went to the NIT, did not make the NCAA tournament. And also the Tar Heels have now lost 5 of their last 6 games. It would be an understatement. It would not be an understatement to say that this team is reeling right now. So here are 3 things from tonight's game that I want to pull out. And there's an awful lot of things we could pull out, but here's 3 we're going to focus on. Number 1, Tar Heels made a late push in the first half. You have to feel pretty good about the fact that they went up 19-17, and then Gonzaga went on a 24-8 run that looked a lot like the runs that Ohio State, Virginia, and Wofford used to put the Tar Heels away. But instead of allowing that to happen, Carolina responded with a 10-3 run to close the half. They only made 4 of 10 baskets, but they were aggressive. They got to the rim. They did a good job on the glass, and they did a really good job defensively, forcing Gonzaga to miss all 4 of its shots and forcing 4 turnovers in that stretch. So Roy Williams has been saying the last couple of games, when they've allowed these things to happen, that they need to show toughness by responding to it and doing something positive, and at least they did that in this sense. The second thing is the fact that defensively the Tar Heels were awful in the second half. You got to give Gonzaga credit. The Bulldogs were excellent in their efficiency, excellent in getting good shots. They moved the ball well. They had great spacing. At times it actually looked like they were running dummy offense against the Tar Heels. Carolina allowed them to cut through the middle. They allowed them to drive. They allowed guys to pop open on the wing. They allowed the ball to rotate on the perimeter. There was not a whole lot of resistance, and as a result, Gonzaga shot 72% in the second half. There was a stretch there from about the 17-minute mark to about the 4.5-minute mark where Gonzaga shot around 84%. I know Carolina's got offensive issues, guys, but if they're giving up that kind of shooting percentage, I don't care who does what off the bench. I don't care if Armando Bacot is in foul trouble or not and not playing well. I don't care if they have Cole Anthony or not. They're not going to beat anybody when they defend the way they did in the second half in this game. The third thing is the fact that there was a little bit of growth tonight. They're 6-5 right now. I think it's the time, they're at the point in time where we need to start looking at some positives and see how this team's going to get better moving forward. Shoveling dirt's not going to help. Just hammering for everything they're not doing well is not going to help, because there were a couple of positives. One of them, and something we're going to focus on THI on Friday, is freshman guard Jeremiah Francis. This kid didn't play for a couple of years. He's had a couple of knee injuries, and he played his first game at Virginia 10 days ago, and he looks like a guy at times that hasn't played in a couple of years, but he played well tonight. In the first half, the 2 good stretches the Heels had that had them within 7 points of the half was when Francis was on the court. He wasn't scoring at that time, but they were running the offense. The moving was better, the distribution was better. They had a little bit more skip in their half-court offense. In the second half, he did score. He got into the lane. He sees guys. He hit play tech for an open 3 at one point. So this guy has some point guard skills. He has the point guard vision. He has the point guard mindset, and I think this team needs that moving forward. KJ Smith, for all the things that maybe he could do to help a lot of teams, I'm not sure he's the answer moving forward, simply because Jeremiah, I think, has a higher upside even right now to his game, and certainly long term. And I also think playing guys like Jeremiah, playing Anthony Harris more minutes is going to make this team better when Cole Anthony comes back. And think about it. If Francis continues to improve and get better and get in game shape and get his game instincts in order, which he talked about after the game tonight, imagine where this team could be when Cole Anthony comes back. If they're able to beat UCLA, a team that's similar to them, able to beat Yale, a club they should be able to beat, and the early part of the ACC schedule, 3 home games to kick it off in January, are games this team can win as is. And if they can do that and they get Cole back sometime in late January, and Jeremiah Francis has all that experience he's going to get between now and then, this team has a chance to survive this situation and maybe be better moving forward. Gonzaga 94, Carolina 81. The Tar Heels drew out 4 in a row. We will be in Las Vegas in a couple days when they take on UCLA. Must-win games usually don't occur for North Carolina basketball in December. but I think it's safe to say Saturday's game is close to being a must-win for the Tar Heels. I'm Andrew Jones. You're watching TarHeelIllustrated.com and Tar Heel Illustrated on YouTube. Don't forget to click the like button and also hit that bell so you get notifications on all of our videos from Carolina football and Carolina basketball. Wherever the Heels go, we go. Thanks.